So, good morning, and how are you? So, welcome to my Subway story time. So, today's story is going to be of a trip I did in 2016 to Hong Kong and meeting an individual. So, in 2016 was a year for me that many things were going on, many changes, many changes. Uh, on 2015, December 2015, I had an accident. A car actually came in and ran over me. Luckily, I'm alive. But anyway, because of this, I had to go through some very painful therapy and two surgeries. And in 2016, after the surgeries, I went through a job change and I went back to my original field, which is aviation. Anyway, around October 2016, with all the things that were going on in my life, the surgeries, therapies, new jobs, so many things going on at the same time, I needed a break. I needed a break. I was mentally overloaded and I just needed to get away. So I was able to work out my finances and I was able to go on a trip. A trip that was on my bucket list forever was going to Hong Kong. And I said, okay, if I go to Hong Kong and I'm going to take a week off for 2 weeks, whatever time permitted, I might as well go and go to a second Asian country. So I decided on that trip to go to Hong Kong and Cambodia. So I asked for the time off at work. It had been just 3 months since I had started working, and luckily I hit it off with my boss very well, and we've had great communication even to this day. We have excellent communication, and I told her, in one of our sit downs, and she agreed that it was a good thing that I just took a few days. She says, you know what, don't worry about it. Go ahead, I'll give you the time off, which I do appreciate to this day. And I went on my trip. It was not until halfway into the 16-hour flight that I realized what I had done. I was actually leaving my complete comfort zone, going somewhere that I've never been to. Nobody in my family has gone to that part of the world.
This is a Jamaica Center-bound E-Express train. The
Okay.
next stop
And
is
yeah, ultimately I was gonna go home. A seat opened up.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
So I kind of got shooken up, but then I said, you know what, this is something that you've wanted to do. This is in your bucket list, and you're finally doing it. So I got myself together. So I land, I get to the hotel, and I said, okay, I could go to sleep now and just totally mess up my whole sleep rotation, or I can just wait it out and see what happens. So I did, and I went into one of the websites, into one of the hookup websites. We've all been there. And I ended up meeting an individual. The individual was very persistent in meeting, and eventually I said, okay, we'll meet up. And yeah, we ended up meeting up. At the moment, we did end up clicking, and coincidentally, the day that I was going to Cambodia, that person was going to Japan. So we decided to meet up in the airport again, just to meet up. Um, that person came back to Hong Kong. I came back to Hong Kong on the same day again, and I was due to stay in Hong Kong for another 2 days. So we agreed to meet up again, and coincidentally, we met up. I came back to the US and I kept in contact somewhat with the person, so on and so forth. And then about a year later, after meeting up and stuff like that, after a few trips after that, this person just changed a 360. It was day and night, and I was very crushed. Believe you me, I was so crushed because I thought that we did, I thought we did have some chemistry and that we did click and whatever the case is. The following year, in 2017, I decided to go for my birthday again to Hong Kong because on my first trip, it was not enough. I still had a lot of things that I had not seen and I wanted to see. So I said, okay, I'll go back. And we did meet. This time it was a week. Lies. This time it was about a few days before Valentine's Day. I was due to come back to the US on Valentine's Day. And the night that we met, he gave me a jacket from a famous Japanese designer. And he tells me, I want you to carry me all over, wherever, whenever you miss me. I want you to put this jacket on and know that it's me that I'm hugging you. So I carried this jacket until last year. In 2018, after not hearing from him for about a year or whatever, and him ditching my messages and everything, he finally hits me up that I am in Hong Kong, and he hits me up and he's like, "Oh, I would like to meet up with you." And I'm like, "Well, I can't meet up because I have engagements now." And the day that we planned to meet up, you flaked out and you no show no go. So I'm sorry, I cannot meet up. I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing to just go and see you. I'm sorry. He's like, "No, I would like to do something fun with you." And I was like, "Yeah? Can this not wait till tomorrow? Tomorrow I'll be able to see you." He's like, "No, because whatever it is I have today and I won't have tomorrow." And I was kind of like, "Okay, what are we talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, I have crystal meth." And I was like, "Oh, good for you. But I'm not interested. I am sorry, but I am not interested. And I really do not appreciate you to invite me to do something that is it's just something that is not in me. I'm sorry. Drugs are not in me." And he's like, "Oh, but come on, you smoked weed before." You told me. I was like, "Yeah, I did smoke weed when I was younger, but I don't like the feelings of getting high. I don't like it. I don't find joys in getting high. It's not like some people they feel a relief. I don't. It doesn't agree with my body. I just don't like. Even when I used to smoke weed, if I did smoke it, it was with my friends, and it was like, ugh, I don't see the cuteness in it. And I've done other stuff, and I don't see the cuteness in it. It's just the way my body is. My body doesn't metabolize it. My body doesn't take it. So, but anyway, I said, you know what? I don't think we should talk ever again. Now this time, I'm the one that's cutting communication. I'm like, mm-mm. So I came back to the US and I was just feeling like, wow, I can't believe this. But then I sat down and I started analyzing. I don't know this person's birthday. I don't know this person's last name. I don't know this person's real name other than the name that he's told me. And I can never prove or have never seen proof as his real identity. So why am I really going and feeling like this? No. No, you should not feel bad because I didn't decide to get high with him. Because I didn't decide to join his downward spiral. It doesn't mean that I have to feel bad. No. And last year, because it's 2020 now, 2019, about October, November, I was doing a major cleaning in my apartment. I got married in September. And me and my husband, we were just cleaning the apartment because I just had a lot of old stuff there, and it was time. It was time to just clean and start new. And one of the things that I found was the jacket. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna carry this. I refuse to carry this. This is not going with me any further. and I had a pair of shears, and I just ripped the shit up. I just ripped that jacket up. It was a really nice jacket, by the way, and I had worn it a few times and gotten many compliments about it, but it's not worth it. So, just saying that sometimes we do meet people and we think that those people are going to be with us for the long run. And in the words of Miranda Priestley from a famous movie, it was just a big disappointment. A huge disappointment. And I don't wish him bad. I actually wish him luck, and I do wish him that, wherever he's at right now, whatever he's doing, he's okay. Because he's a very talented person. He's very talented, and I can only throw blessings at him. But because there was sexual chemistry and there was some sort of chemistry, it doesn't.
Express train.
Mm-mm.
The next stop is
I love myself too much.
Archer Avenue.
Well, guys, this is going to be the end of this subway talk story time. I am one stop away from work, and if you like the story, hit like, subscribe, share, and tell me or give me any suggestions or ask me any questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Till we meet again, God bless.